Hi Bruno. So I have created a blank item page. I would have shown you on the video, but I was having some glitches, so I kind of had to do a roundabout way to get to this point. But you can tell it's an item page because I have this little menu bar up here, and it shows us the different, the model of the device, and you can see here the different options that we currently have available based on the collection that I used. So in this case, what we're going to need to do is get this layout set up how you would like it. And this is where I want to show you more specifically how to connect images and text boxes and use a data set for all of those. So I'm just, I really just need a blank image. So I'm just going to go with this one for now. So the reason I'm choosing this one instead of our actual image is because by connecting this to CMS, this is going to change based on its connection. Just going to stretch this out because it's a phone. Great. I don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about size or in like how it looks, how everything looks, just because I'm not a designer. But next we will have probably going to do. I'm actually probably going to just do a mini repeater in here. So let me do this repeater. I'm just going to choose this one. Doesn't really, I honestly think this size will be fine. So I'm just going to include, well actually I'll do this. So I'm going to pull this out. The reason I kind of like to pull these over is because I don't need the text box that long, and I'm also going to copy it. I'm just going to use the Control V on my computer. So I'm going to add this here, and then I'm going to paste again. Just so we don't have to do that every time. I'm going to add this here. And for this one, I'm going to go to the design, and I'm just going to move it all the way over there. And then last, because we talked about how like these maintain, I'm just going to shrink it in a little bit. Shrink this up some. Cool. So we have this, and then I'm also going to put this one here. I'm going to copy this one. And this over here, same thing, over, and I'm going to align this to the left. So these text boxes are going to have the same information in it across the board. So I'm going to assume that one's going to be repairs, and this one is going to be price. I imagine this is more or less how we want this set up. For making this site, to make this so it'll be scalable and not super weird, I first want to take these two and I'm going to stack them. This is going to keep them in line and also maintain this distance between them. Next, I have this stack highlighted. I'm now going to, so these are stacked horizontally. I'm going to take this stack and stack here. And then now these are stacked vertically, so they will stay lined up appropriately. And you can make this however big or small that you wanted. As far as the repeater, you can set an A-B design pattern, kind of like how you have, so you can have the alternating colors here, and you can change whatever those colors are, I believe. So item B, we can change the background just here. You can do it like that. It's a little too, there we go. So you can change it like that. You would just have to make sure the repeater is selected and just make sure this is toggled on. So now the next part is we're going to connect our items. So I'm going to turn this on, and here I have a Wix example item. This is our what we call a data set. So the data set is what controls the connections to these elements. So for the image item connects to, we're going to go with image, and these will all update. Next, this backs is going to we want this to be a field that's not available. Hold on. Oh yes, so sorry. This is going to actually be connected to, I'm going to make a new data set for the items repair. This is fine. Is going to connect to our title. And this is going to connect to our, oh, we're going to change this. Okay, so we need to change this to our items repair. So the whole repeater we're actually going to want to just change to this. There we go. So now we're seeing everything on here. Don't worry. So we're seeing all of the options so far. So if I go to data set settings, I can do 20. And it's probably going to show me every single, every single thing we have in here, which clearly isn't correct because this phone can't have all of these options. So, oh, and there's one more thing. I just want to come here. And this one, we'll still do the Wix example, and then this one is going to be the title. It'll update. So these items are connected to what we call our item page data set. This is the overall, this is the information that we're showing. We're showing the phone, we're showing the title. The repeater itself, we're using the information from the item repair data set, but we're going to filter this based on the item we are showcasing. So here we're going to go to data set settings. We're going to add a filter. And we are going to say the Wix example repairs includes the Wix example item. This will auto-populate. So it's basically saying this is the field we're using and it has to match this data set or whatever, meaning that we are on the Samsung Galaxy S23 page. So this has to match the information associated with the Samsung Galaxy S23. So if we add that filter, we should see these items change, just like this. So let's check out a different page. So we can see here how all of these will automatically change. If we go to the iPhone mini, we can see that. And you can also see down here where the text is and the alignment and all that. So one thing I also want to point out with this is any changes you make on any of these pages, it is going to apply to all pages. So let's say we take this, space this out for whatever crazy reason that we want to space this out for on this page, but we didn't want it for the Galaxy pages. So let's go check this one. It matches. So any of the design changes you make, they are going to apply to all the pages. Again, this is because similarly with the repeaters, item pages are almost like a zoomed in repeater. They're meant to have a consistent layout or template. Hopefully this all makes sense. The trickiest part of this is setting up the filter, but as long as the collections are set up properly, when you go to do the filter itself, it'll be super easy and everything will be there for you. I also know that you wanted to include times may vary. I don't know if you want that on this page or if you are wanting it on a different page. So I will include that information in the form that's created, and I'll add the form to this page as well. And I will do that in the next video.